Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mosk Pod for our 12th episode today. Today we'll talk more NBA updates as we've had a lot going on, to say the least. Injuries, first round playoffs, all that. We got hockey too, and then we got some MLB as we enter the fourth week now, just about. And yeah, sports is rolling right now. So really, I wanted to wish you all happy almost summer. We're in April, weather's colder. Uh, just hanging in there for now. We got two more shows left this semester, and just wanted to thank you all again for all your support throughout this terrific journey of this Moss Pod. While it's existed so far, these first 12 episodes. And truly, if you want to see new content starting next semester, I'll be doing probably this show. As of now, I'll be doing it for one more full semester, so one more full year before I graduate. And we'll keep this show on the road. Probably sports related, but if you want me to talk about something else, let me know in the comments. Just let me know what you want to hear, all that stuff, and I'll make sure to accommodate you as best as I can. Accommodate both sports, accommodate what you guys want, and all that. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna get into the NBA playoffs. Really, the heavy topics are that injuries going on. We had Kawhi Leonard. He was out for Game 3 and Game 4 in LA, which Phoenix ended up winning both, and they're now up 3-1. Sorry, 3-1 after the other day they won 3-1 now, and it's looking like the Suns are going to take it at some point now. I had them winning in five, I think it was. But yeah, now they're up 3-1, so they'll just need one more. They can clinch second round. And KD and Booker, Paul's been showing up some games, some not. Craig off the bench, really. Aiton's been off and on too. Uh, it's all gonna matter through KD and Booker at the end of it all, if we're being honest. If they can find their chemistry, they're gonna go far. If they can't, then it's really gonna be kind of I think a 7-game series somewhere to decide it. But if they can find it that seventh game, watch out because they can go really far, like really, really far, maybe even all the way. Uh, it'll matter if they build that chemistry as they go through the playoffs. They definitely will, but can they build it enough to get past you know maybe Denver or something, right? The top team in the West. Denver's looking amazing. I was so upset that they didn't sweep because my Brooklyn Nets are now officially the only team that got swept in the first round. And while I'm like disappointed in that, I just grateful that we made the playoffs in general. I kind of was like hopeful that we'd make the playoffs, but I was like doubting myself because we lost KD and Kyrie. How much better can this team do? And really no, it can't do better. It didn't do better, but it didn't do much worse, I would say. Bridges definitely carried. Dinwiddie, I, I get tired of him sometimes, but he sometimes can pour it on. He's a pretty good basketball player, up and rising still, but really underperformed with the Nets on his return back. So we'll see if he is with the Nets next year or not. We'll see what the uh, actually, I would say what the whole team looks like in general. So we'll see what that looks like. And, going forward, very good future with all the picks from KD and Kyrie trades. Even the Crowder one. Remember the Crowder one when he went to the Bucks? He's still on the Bucks now. They're behind big 3-1. Uh, they're number one seed and they're down 3-1 to a number 8 seed, Miami Heat. Butler, incredible performance. I don't think he's that superstar level. Uh, Definitely can say that in the playoffs, but not the regular season. But when it all matters most, it's in the playoffs, and that's when he shows up. So can't say anything much else about that. Miami Heat looking nice out there. If they can beat the Bucks going away in 5 or 6, that would be incredible. And they'll be back home for Game 6. First, they have to go to Milwaukee and play them. Even on the road, they won the first game. It was, yeah, the first game. Behind Butler, Love, I don't know, Lowry didn't play much until this past game. Played well though. Oladipo, man, I feel bad for him. He's out for the season now, or the playoffs in general. He can't catch a break. He landed on that left foot, and he went flying in the air and landed flat. So it looked really bad. Whenever he does that, I just pray best because he's a great guy, a great player, everything. You just wish the best for him, honestly. And then the Kings and Warriors series, incredible. I still have the Kings in 7 just because of the home versus away Warriors history this season. Warriors incredible at home, only a few losses. The and even the best team at home, I think, in general, throughout the season. And on the road, they might have been the worst, and I think they were the worst. Ton of losses, only a few wins on the road. Um, so other than that, man, I don't I don't see anything else but the Kings in 7, just because of the road versus away. It's our road versus home, I meant. But really, that's what it comes down to, honestly. If the Kings can pour it on at home, man, they have that crowd behind them. Fox is going good. We'll see. He has a slight injury that goes with the injuries. He has a slight injury this from this past game where they took it down to the wire. Harrison Barnes had an open 3, missed it. If he made it, they would have won. It was at the buzzer, so it would have counted and for the win. Uh, the Warriors dodged a bullet there, take the series 2-2. Really good series they play tonight, and it's back in Sacramento. So we'll see if my predictions come through, as Kings should win in 7. And the Celtics now, they are up 3, no, they're not up. They took 2-2 now. Or no, sorry. That's the wrong series. My fault. They took the game last game, so it's 3-1 now. Hawks got that one win in game 3 at home, that first game. But now the Celtics did come back and win that. They won both at home easily. So it's 3-1. I predict in 5. I didn't now, but originally I predicted a sweep. But maybe that was too much to ask for. But Celtics should have really swept. But we'll take them in 5. I don't see anything more than that. They're too good to not win this game 5. So yeah, with that, I hope my predictions come through there. What else did I have? Oh yeah, so I had the um right. So rundown. I had the Kings at 7, the Bucks and Heat. I had the Bucks in 5, I guess. But that's not coming true because the Heat are up 3-1, and really surprising me, surprising everyone. They just healthy, not actually not all their players, but they are coming through at the right moment. Their chemistry, everything. Chemistry is key, like I discussed with the Suns that they're trying to build. The Lakers, yeah, they're up 3-1 too. They're a 7 seed. Grizzlies are a 2 seed. Like I said, I think it was last week, the Grizzlies might be the worst 2 seed ever. And I'm being honest, Ja Morant is off and on. He's a superstar. Don't get me wrong. He's off and on though, some games. and I don't think he could carry any team the way he plays. It's a great game, but it's a little too much energy being used. Defenses are figuring out him on offense. His defense is incredible, but is that going to get you enough to get over the hump of a lot of games? Probably not. Now, showing that they did make the 2 seed, that shows a lot. It's with the Clarks, the Adams, everything. The people who are injured sitting there, not returning for the playoffs. And they just got bad luck at the wrong time. Uh, and it happened to be versus LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, all them. Lakers are at their best now. Grizzlies are at their worst. Simple as that. Lakers are showing it. LeBron doing his thing at 38, turning 39 soon. It's incredible. And he always gets a dagger in one game. Yesterday it was the M1 with, I would say like 20 something seconds left. Uh, but seriously, yeah, go watch the highlights. It's a simple as that. He had that one dagger moment, and he let out a whole scream, like opening his mouth and just screaming as loud as he could out to everyone to hear. It was a clutch moment. Let's put it at that, and really key for the Lakers. If they missed that, the Lakers or the Grizzlies, matter of fact, could have went down and tied it with a 3. Don't know if that would have happened with the Lakers defense being incredible. It helped towards the end with the Davis block, and really that even the one to send it into overtime was key. Really, all their defense and then their offense combined overpowered the Grizzlies, even though it was a close one. This one, maybe the Grizzlies should have won it, and definitely for the series to be tied at 2-2, they should have won it. But they went down. Lakers are going to take it. I was saying 6. They're not going to win in Memphis this coming game, but they will win back in LA with LeBron's help and all their defense. Their offense is terrible, but their defense will help them get over the hump. So, yeah, I would say Lakers in 6 as of now because the Grizzlies are just a terrible 2 seed. Brooks is overrated. All of his ejections and stuff, he's just doing it, I believe, to hurt himself from the game. Obviously not, but his performances aren't great at all. Look at his numbers; they are way down in percentage. 3-pointers are terrible and all that. Yesterday from both teams, actually, they didn't even make 10 threes. They missed like 40 each team. So really down in the numbers there. Uh, and then the big series, Knicks and Cavs. Man, the Knicks are rolling. This Cavs team looked good. Looked like one of the best 4 seeds we've ever seen, and they're not showing it in the playoffs. But the Knicks defense is really coming through. Robinson and Brunson on offense. Robinson on defense, obviously, for his rebounding, his blocking shots, just his contest in general. They're the like I said at the beginning, they're going to be the 2 main players for me, not Randall and Barrett, but really Brunson and Robinson are going to be the 2 key players because one of them are each of them do separate things and they're on both ends of the floor. So Brunson on offense as the point guard and the center Robinson on defense, doing his thing. One of the best, or if not the best defender in the league. So for me, it's going to be those 2 players, and it's going to be if they can keep locking down the way they are, they're going to make it far. If they face the Celtics, they have a chance. I mean, why not? They're playing incredible. Brunson, Robinson, and then like I said, they're the 2 key players. But if Randall and Barrett can consistently start to get it going, like Barrett did the last game in MSG, then they have four key weapons there. I don't know what else to say because they are well rounded. The Knicks, I don't like them, but it's cool to see. I mean, I don't like Cleveland either. I don't mind Cleveland, but I don't like them. With LeBron on the team and all that, I'm just not a big LeBron fan. I know he's going to be, if not yet, the greatest player ever, but not yet, but he will probably make it there. He has lots of years left in him. Uh, don't mind his age or anything because he's still rolling strong. As you saw in the Lakers series, this series, and the whole season, all of his season in the NBA has been incredible. But for real, the Knicks, man, I don't like them, but I like their chances right now, for sure. They're getting it going at the right time. Injuries, Grimes doesn't really matter. He's a great shooter, but if he's your only injury, man, you're looking good, and they are looking good. I don't know what else to say. They can make a far run. Definitely second round. I see them. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let's see them take it in five. Take it in five. This next game, take it in Cleveland. Move on to the second round. Get some rest, and roll from there, man. I mean, they are just rolling right now on all cylinders. So shout out to the Knicks there. I'll give them a shout out for once. But uh, all jokes aside, it's true. They are rolling, and I look forward to other teams trying to compete with them because it's going to be really tough with their defense and offense combo. They got both ends. Even Hardenstein. I forgot to mention Hardenstein. Harten or Hartenstein. It's Hartenstein. Or I don't even know, but it's crazy and how he's their backup center. It's really incredible. 7 footer. Both are 7 feet. Can block shots. Do the same exact thing. So one guy is starting, one guy off the bench. You just can't catch a break. All right, moving on though. I do think the Mets are really in a good position right now. Um, I don't know what else to say. They did lose their last 2 games. Still 14-9 record. Still pretty good start. Not one of the top MLB teams. Like we've been saying past 2 years with Cohen in line and everything. But Mets are not rolling, but rolling. I don't know. They are rolling, but Lindor, uh, Alonso with his 10th home run the other day, not leading MLB, unfortunately. The other day we could say that, but now Muncy and Wisdom are around there. But Muncy is with 11 for the Dodgers. Pete's up there with RBIs. Again, 10 home runs, Mets record, fastest ever. I think it was held after April, so he still had a few days to get it done, but he got it done early with the 10 home runs before May, I think it was, or end of April, same thing. But yeah, Alonso, great numbers, great start. Average could be up a little bit. We'll see if he continues a hot streak right now. Nimmo's been the hottest hitter for the Mets, and that's been for the past, I don't know, 6 or 7 years probably. We're going to see it for another 8, which I'm very proud to say. As a half Mets fan, half Nets fan, I know that's kind of weird, but I don't like the big market New York teams. So, a little with that. And then I'm just biased to Nimmo because he puts his heart and soul out there every game. Man, he's diving for those balls. I would consider him probably a top center fielder, if not the top center fielder in MLB. Maybe not yet, but two or three maybe. Um, I don't know. There's not much better, to be honest. The way he's diving for them, making efforts, and then his batting average, 2 home runs, insane RBI numbers, insane average. It's now up to 350. With the last game he did go over, so 350 something. Uh, just incredible. You can go on cold streaks and then get it back on. He'll remain at 350. I mean, he's that kind of hitter who can remain over 300, which is just incredible. I believe he will be an all-star, probably this year. The way he started, if it were right now, he would definitely make it for sure with Alonso. I don't know about anyone else. I don't think anyone else would make it. McNeil's been getting up there a little bit. Um, he has to because he's the batting champ from last year. He has to get it going. He hasn't been getting it going, but now he is, and his average is getting up there. Uh, young, um, young Luke Casey the other day, 7 innings, 0 ERA, like 9 strikeouts or something. Longest the Mets starting pitcher has gone this season. He hasn't pitched in the past 2 years due to injuries long term, and just came out firing, man. I I I don't miss Gary Cohen. If you guys don't know, he's the um broadcaster for the New York Mets, calling the games play by play. And he mentions that Lucchesi has a curve, and he kept saying, struck him out with a curve. And I was like, man, stop saying that. I know it's true, but it's so annoying the way he was saying it. I just couldn't wait. Um, I know as a Mets fan, I want him to stay and do the best he can, and incredible performance. But the way he was saying "chirp," man, I just want that to go away. Not the pitching, but just the chirp word, man. It was getting me some way. Um, everyone I heard from wasn't annoyed by it, but I just couldn't get it. Just had to mute my computer the whole time after a strikeout because it was with the chirp every time. And I don't know why I'm saying it right now. Even I'm just so annoyed by that word. And but really, with that, Luke Casey, incredible. 2 years again, 2 years off, 7 innings pitched, all that stuff. Really, really impressive. Senga moves to 3-0 this week. You know, maybe easy teams he's faced has gotten him to that. Giving up a few runs here and there. Overall, good though. McGill still going. Got the first loss of the season, 3-1 now. Versus Kershaw now. That one game, and Kershaw dominated, 0 runs, whatever. The Mets got shut out that game. He went 7 strong. Uh, One of their 3 losses on the road trip. Just shows how good the road trip was. 7-3, and yeah, really all that. I think Vogelback maybe can get it going. Someone in that middle of the order because you're not getting any production at catching unless Alvarez starts to incredibly get out of his shell and start like hitting like the best hitter in the MLB, which is not going to happen. Beatty again is going to take some time. Uh, Nito can't hit for his life. Um, that bottom Guillorme is a good 9 hitter. I don't know. His defense is much better though. Yeah, really for the Mets, just continue what you're doing. They can squeak out some nice wins versus tough teams. They head back home today, so it'll be good to be back home after a long West Coast trip. For the Yankees, Judge has been insane still, keeping it going with the homers. His offense, his average is up there. Series versus Angels, I remember it was a Sunday, I think. Actually, I don't remember. I think it was a Sunday though. Otani had first play appearance of the day, first at bat of the day. Not for swing, but when he swung, The ball went flying. It looked like a homer. Judge robs it in center field. Maybe he's the best center fielder in baseball. Um, Easily could be the way he's 7 feet or 6'7". Um, Dives for balls, goes robs home runs, runs after them, and then the way he hits, all that. That's why he was the MVP last year, easily. And he can keep that up easily. For many years to come. Really promising. Rizzo averages up there also. Um, you know, just staying consistent there. LeMahieu had that game-winning hit the other day in the 10th inning or the ninth inning. Yankees had bases loaded, nobody out, so easily got it done with a single. Volpe gets second homer of his young career. Very good start. Low average, doesn't matter to me. He's competing. He's stealing bases. He's in the outfield, doing everything you want him to do. And then providing a little power there, um, which he has. And for the Yankees, they technically have not lost the series yet. We may see it this series versus the Twins in Minnesota. They did lose the first game, but they have a few left. So with that, as we're approaching 4 weeks in, they are, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the only team to not lose a series. They did tie a series, but that's not losing a series. They did go 2-2 in one of those series. That was a 4-game series. So, good stuff there. Uh, Again, have lost two straight now, but to two different teams. So they're not as good as the Mets right now, in my opinion, but they can easily take over the Mets with just a wake up call with Judge and Rizzo and everything coming through. Garrett Cole has been incredible. Probably the Cy Young as of now, 4-0 or 5-0 now. 0 point something ERA. Just not giving up any runs right now. You can't hit him. So strikeouts are up there. Everything going right for him. Johnny Brito been good. Cortez been good. Bullpen's been off and on. With Holmes, I think Mauricio, yeah, Ronnie has been really good. Probably the lowest ERA in the bullpen. So really doing good stuff there. Just yeah, Yankees got to continue to fight. They're incredible at home, and they will be incredible at home. Their road, we'll see how they do on the road this season, but the crowd will have their back and everything. Yeah, for power rankings, I'm just gonna do a few teams there. I'll tell you who's not trending in the right direction. But yeah, the obviously, as I've been saying the last few weeks, the Rays can't get a number one spot anytime soon. They are undefeated at home, 13-0. And just everything going right. They're pitching their offense. Simple as that. They're playing hard, and they're on the road. I think maybe 4 or 5 losses. I actually had trouble keeping track of that, but 4 or 5 losses, I think, on the road. Just remaining far ahead in first place. Um, Really good stuff there. They're not going to be, again, they're not going to be out of first place anytime soon the way they're going. It would be hard for me to see them get out of first place, even eventually, the way they're playing. So, with that, I think with number 2, I have the Braves still. They did get swept in their last series, and even with that, they remain in first place in the NL East. Competitive team, very high hopes. It does to me. It's just putting it together at the right moment. You can't stop them when they're on a hot streak. Strider's been by far their best pitcher. 8 scoreless innings the other day, still lost the game. Um, and then yeah, with their offense, it's all about Cunha, Riley, Olsen's been a great addition after his first season in Atlanta, really following it up well. Losing Swanson may have hurt, but they do have pieces to surround him and replace him um, on that team. Sorry, and with the catcher position, man, they upgraded Murphy. They have a Darno as their backup. Just incredible duo there. They'll get a lot of production as the season goes along with both of those players. And yeah, Braves are looking good, man. Even being swept the last series. Pirates, man, they're incredible. 14-7 or 15-7, maybe. Um, I don't know what it is. Their offense, maybe, or their pitching. I don't know what it is, but they are just putting it together well. I think it's mostly their pitching because their offense is good enough to win games, obviously, hence their record. Um, but yeah, really, it's Keller or Mitch Keller. Yeah, who else they got? Brubaker, something like that. Um, not well-known names. Or Will Crow, I think it was. He pitched a 0 ERA game the other day, 7 innings. Been good, I guess. Really, just putting it all together. And then you got Dave Bednar, all-star caliber closer. Just putting it together. I don't know what else to say, man. They are doing their thing though right now. Uh, Not expected for sure. Not expected. Cubs, they're doing solid. They been up there with Swanson, Wisdom hitting his 10th home run the other day. Catcher could be better. I think Bellinger maybe can get going a little bit. They'll be on a great streak. Steele's been good as their pitcher. I think Samson it is, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone really putting it together pretty well. So yeah, just staying consistent for them. Brewers early surprise, not going to keep it up. I don't predict they'll keep it up. I think in fact soon they'll be losing a few. Um, I don't mind if they win a few. I just don't see them keeping up with their young talent there. Bell or not Bellinger. Yelich has been off to a raging or oh my god. I didn't just say raging. A slump. He's been off to a terrible start. Striking out most in MLB. Really averages down. I just can't believe I said he's on a raging start because he's the opposite. And it's severely the opposite. I mean, he hasn't been good since MVP Yelich in 2018. So it's just not been good for him. The NL Central as a whole is surprising me right now. Especially with the Cardinals doing as bad as they are. They'll definitely turn it around and probably get to first place at some point. But really terrible start for them. I see them turning it around. I see the other NL Central teams going down. So that's how I see that NL Central there. But good start for those young, non-experienced teams. Uh, then I have the Mets, obviously, and the Yankees followed by them. But Mets, just because of the record, their offense is picking it up now, scoring more runs per game now. Really, with their pitching, they can keep them in with their actually amazing bullpen right now. Robertson, even Brigham coming in the other day, striking out the side in 1 inning and striking out like two in another, and his only batter in that one game. Yeah, Brooks Brooks Raley, even that one game, good acquisition showing off there. John Curtis, I don't know, just the whole bullpen has been Very good, very surprising. Drew Smith is on a roll now. Ottavino has been good. Without Diaz, man, you can't ask for much better. Uh, the way the whole bullpen has been holding the fort down. I hope Diaz can make a return this season. Looking like a good chance right before the postseason. If we make it, God, I hope we can make it. Um, I hope we can compete with the Braves this year. I don't think we'll win the NL East title, but we could definitely make a run at the um wild card. And I almost forgot the name. The wild card. They allow a few teams now, a lot more than they used to. Wild card, and then make a run in the postseason. Hopefully that way. Just like the Phillies did. They they won the wild card. Then they just went on a run to the World Series. I don't know how, but they got it going at the right time, man. That's basically how. Clutch too. So all that stuff. Mets can keep it going. It'll be good. Yankees, same thing. They can keep it going, but they won't win the AL East, and the Rays will. The way they started, I don't see them giving it up. And Yankees just stay consistent to make the wild card, and then same thing as the Mets, make a far run that way. Uh, don't see them taking over the Rays right now, as you said. Blue Jays are tough too, so watch out for them. But they didn't make my list. Um, they are good though, and great potential. So now I guess I'll just name one. The worst team. It's been the last couple of weeks. The Oakland A's, man. Their pitching, their offense, not gonna cut it. I don't see them doing well in the next few years either, because their prospects haven't done well. Langoliers or whatever it is, and they traded again. Like I said, their last week, Bassett, Mania. Who's the other pitchers? Maltos, Irvin. Uh, there's one more I can't even name, but it's been like one after another. They're all star. They Most of them were all star pitchers, uh, starting pitchers for them. They've gone downhill since they're moving to the other teams. Bassett's been pretty good, but other than that, Minari's been pretty bad with wherever he's gone. Um, Montas injured this whole year. Very disappointing for the Yankees, but they get to see young talent like Burrito and all that. Uh, Other than that, maybe they haven't been doing well, but they needed that pitching for to make a run and all that to have some hope. No hope right now. No signs of hope. No signs of success in the future, man. I feel bad for Oakland fans. Or not. I mean, they don't get really that many fans coming to the games. Rightly so. They just don't make the right moves ever. And just with their offense, it's just so boring. So you don't. The other day, the Mets played them. I didn't know a single player for the Oakland A's except for maybe one I saw last year. He's not even that well known. So, other than that, if I didn't watch MLB, I mean, obviously I wouldn't know most of the players, but really, the Oakland A's would be the team I would least know. And their trades and everything has been terrible. They taken wrong choices all the time. So, really, I'd be surprised if I see success in the next 5 years from Oakland. Then they'd be really successful if they if they really turn it on in the next 5 years. I think you can call it a success. But really now I don't see it anytime soon. I'm happy they're moving to Las Vegas officially. So they'll be right in the middle of Las Vegas and really getting it going there. Hopefully they can attract some people. The Aces, as it is, the hockey team, they do attract people. So it'll be the Las Vegas crowd, obviously, and then maybe some California. I don't know, rooting for Oakland. I just don't see it with San Fran right there. Incredible fan base, all that. Uh, yeah, that's all for MLB though. Just for other news, I will, yeah, just have on hockey. So the Islanders, right? I'm gonna talk about the Islanders and the Rangers. Um, really, and overall there hasn't been any sweeps in this first round. Incredible. Um, Officially every series again 3-1, 2-1 or 2-2. Those are the three numbers to these series. Um, Islanders are one of the teams down 3-1. I did predict they are playing the Carolina Hurricane. I did predict them to win just based off the record and the whole season, the way it's gone. So they'll be playing for to move on and eliminate the Islanders coming up. Rangers and Devils all tied up at 2, I believe, after Devils won yesterday. I might be mistaken with that as I went to bed early and kind of shut my eyes off on that. I will update you next week how it's going though. I chose the Devils to win the series. Rangers been looking good though this series, so we'll have to see there. Definitely the Garden crowd will have it going, just like they do for the Knicks. They'll have it going for the Rangers. Madison Square Garden is active, so is LA with Clippers and Lakers. These arenas are doing multiple games at once a day, or every day, really. Um, Throughout these playoffs or hectic times. Um, yeah, and all that. And I look forward to how hockey will roll. So yeah, and then Devils Rangers. I'm very mad they're playing each other just because we don't see one team move on because one team will be eliminated and one team moves on. Um, or I should say we don't see both move on because one team will. Uh, and then we'll see with the Islanders if they can make a historic run. Never been done. 3-1. You have to overcome 3 games in a row to win. So I don't see that happening. I just don't. And Carolina Hurricane will move on. Probably in 5, if I'm being honest. No sweeps again. Raptors, they fired Nick Nurse. He had a great year in 2019. Hasn't been good since. The talent has been there, but they haven't been able to consistently put seasons or well-rounded seasons together. So, yeah, with that, ever since Kawhi left, or his 1 year, just not been the same. Van Vliet, Siakam's been carrying the team. Not gonna cut it. We'll see if Siakam or Van Vliet get traded. Very good chance. We'll see where Nick Nurse goes. But Raptors on the down climb now, or the downhill, if I should say. So yeah, we'll wonder with all that for now. But definitely more news to come with that. Um, yeah, this past weekend I met the new head coach for Iona women's basketball. Her name is Angelica Zumilo. Really nice person. Gonna have the team playing hard this season, acquiring new players. We got some comeback people. So about half of the team is coming back, I think. Maybe not quite. About 4, 5, 6 of the players. Um, so yeah, with the new head coach, she's from FDU, just like Tobin Anderson, our men. So it's the FDU Iona show right now. Whoever's from FDU coming over to Iona, welcoming all of them. They have very high hopes for this team and all that. So we'll see if she can live up to the hype. Um, really. And then I saw my friends filming that event. Man, it was quite a scene because the whole players and the coach was in the backdrop there at the press conference. It was a press conference, but she was just giving a whole speech. No one asked questions. It was just a speech on her part to introduce herself and for us to get to know her better. Uh, I did see Tobin Anderson there as it is, so he's everywhere, but he was there. Just stop by, say a quick hello. Hopefully, get to talk to him more. maybe even he comes on the podcast next semester, just because it's before the basketball season and he loves to talk to students. He's always around, all that. But yeah, and then that will be a topic to discuss in the future. New topic coming soon. Maybe this or probably next semester. WNBA. I know we don't talk about it, but the Liberty versus the Aces. I don't know who's going to win this season. Uh, the Aces or the Aces. I think I made the mistake earlier. It's the Las Vegas what's the hockey team? I don't follow hockey enough to know. I should know that. I think it's the Knights, Las Vegas Knights. Um, I mistaken it. The Aces are the WNBA team. So forget what I said before. The Las Vegas Knights will be joined by the Oakland A's as the two professional sports, and then you could count WNBA as professional, maybe. Um, definitely it will be the Aces versus the Liberty. New York Liberty acquiring Brianna Stewart and Thomas. Even Vandersloot and having Andreshu on hand, all that. If I'm missing someone, let me know. But they have 4 key players there in their starting lineup and 3 new acquisitions. Kansas Park going to Aces makes them a contender itself. Uh, so yeah, new acquisitions becoming big in New York and Las Vegas, and New Yorkers rolling with the Rangers and Knicks, and we'll see if they can make far playoff runs. So I'll leave you at that for today. Thank you once again for joining our 12th episode, as we have 2 left this semester. Uh, Tuesdays at 9 still. We'll be back next week. Um, yeah, and then just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, everything else. Thank you once again for joining this early Tuesday morning of the Mosk Pod. And we'll see you all 9 a.m. next week for our 13th episode. Enjoy your days. Love you all.